Alright, so making a little video, well, it's in the dark, it's late at night, sitting in the car. I'm making a video to address the issue with Brian. Cause I don't like people going around acting like I'm doing something shady or dirty to somebody and doing all the bullshit he just did. That's why I'm addressing it. It's kind of a long story, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. Brian was one of the first people to buy a threat stud when I first opened him up at $2,500. He did pay for it. He paid in full. The first breeding we tried to do, it didn't get done. Threat didn't have no issues at the time. He had just had a few other litters. It wasn't no issues at all. Yeah, I wanted the breeding to get done. I liked the breeding. I wanted it to get done. It's not like I didn't want the shit to get done. Next time when this female came back around, that's when Threat started having the issues with the majority the XL community knows, as far as his semen count that had to do with his seasonal allergies. We didn't know exactly what was going on. It took me about 18 months and about $8,000 to get everything together and to get it under control. That's why he doesn't have no issues. That's why he's having, his sperm count is good, and that's why he's producing litters again. So that got taken care of. All the other bullshit that Brian's doing now, it's really dumb. He's mad because Solo isn't what it's cracked out to be or whatever, and he's having real issues with him. So now he's like, fuck it, and he's doing whatever he wants to do as far as that goes. Now, as far as the rewind back, like I said, the first couple breedings didn't get done. I didn't know exactly what was going on with Threat Stud. With a semen. One day it would be good. Go get him tested. The next few weeks it'll be down. It was going back and forth like that. So I wasn't doing no breedings. The only breedings I got done was Grayland's 2 breedings. He did at that time. Those did produce 1 pup, and the other one only produced 2 pups. So we didn't get anything done. Brian bought Solo, and basically, he had been on me as far as the stud or whatever. I couldn't do anything, so I told him I was gonna give him the straws. I waited to make sure Threat's semen count was all the way up and everything was good. I went and got him some straws, pulled some fresh new straws pulled for him. I signed him over. He had those. Then I guess he felt that he was promoting his stud, which is Solo, who's really the same exact blood as Threat. It's off of Mac 10 to Threat's mom's littermate sister. So anyway, I guess he felt that he didn't need Threat anymore, and he was gonna sell the stud. At this time, I just did the deal with Alan. We did the co-own with Threat because I took a different job and I moved down south. Anyway, he had asked me before. He did ask if I could do fresh chilled. I told him if I have Threat in my possession, I would be able to do it. But if Alan has Threat in his possession, I can't make him take off work or whatever and fulfill an obligation that I had. So I told him he would have the straws on backup, which he did. Like I said, after I signed him over to him, then that's when he decided, well, fuck it, I'm gonna sell it. Right when me and Alan said we were gonna. Alan posted up that we're going to offer a couple more Threat studs at 5K. Right then, Brian knows what he did right after that, the same day or whatever. He posted up, letting my Threat straws go for $2,500. Truthfully, yeah, he does have the right to do that. Kind of shady. People know the rules to the dog game, but whatever. Alan was a little upset with that. I was too, but I was like, man, whatever. It is his stud. He paid for it. Kind of got to let it ride. But anyway, he did that a couple more times. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna hit up. I told Alan, I said, I'm gonna hit up Brian. I'm gonna see if I can work out something with him and maybe offer him something better. And maybe we don't have to worry about that because it's just a conflict. It just looks stupid. You got people calling us for a Threat stud, willing to pay the 5K, but then they see a 2,500, then they ask what's up with this, and then we have to go, well, that's a separate deal, whatever, whatnot. It just looks dumb. It's a conflict. So So I hit him up, told him I gave him my offer. I said, I just did this breeding with Threat and Storm. I know it's something you'll like, and I'll give you second pick female. I also will give you a breeding the DT, Threat son, and any future breedings. I said, even if you want to, most likely if you want to use Threat down the road, we could work something out down the line and you can still use them too. And I said, it'll be we will be in a business together. I don't need no other extra money up front from you because you already spent money with me, and it's all good, and we'll get it done. I got other shit coming up. If you don't want to use DT, if you want something from Allen's yard, maybe you could. I could talk to Allen and I could get it done for you. Whatever, he was happy with the second pick in DT. Then the pups finally dropped, 2 months later. I'm updating them, giving taking pictures, whatever. Yeah, truly, I didn't give them a whole lot of pictures, but I did give them a couple pictures every other couple weeks. I would give them a couple pictures. Like, that's on the other post, the screenshots on the other post. He is bitching. I'm like, I really didn't think he was like that. He was bitching about some stuff. Then he was saying, he wasn't really feeling the females. He was only feeling my pick female. And then he switched to one of the males. And I'm like, bro, you're not getting my pick female. That's the whole reason I did the breeding. I'm keeping the pick female. I said, and you ain't getting the other 2 males. So anyway, I told him off top, the second pick female is going to be the blue girl and the other, champagne, one of the other champagnes. Off top, told him, off top from the first week, I knew who my pick bitch was. So I told him it's out of these 2. He saw the pictures of all 5 females. I told him, that truthfully, all the females are nice quality bitches. They're really consistent. Even the smallest female, she got the biggest bone and probably is the widest. So, I mean, all from top to bottom. But, you could tell the other top two, told him off top, the blue one and the other champagne. I said either or, you really can't. I was like, honestly, I couldn't make a pick right now. He decided to go with the champagne. I said, I probably would at this time. I would go with the champagne too. He was bitching because I asked him to make a pick at 6 weeks, which I always do. And that's what a lot of other people do, and older people in the game. I always make picks at 6 weeks. But whatever, I didn't even make him make a pick at 6 weeks. He made it a day before 7 weeks when he finally confirmed what he was going to pick, the champagne. So anyway, he was happy. He was still hitting me up about other pictures or whatever, but like I informed him, I didn't even whelp litter. I had my family do it. It's a small town over by me. That's about 45 minutes from me. So I told him I can't get pictures. I got to take off time to go out there to get the pictures. So anyway, he was had some things to say about that, whatever, but I thought he was being understanding because I was being more than honest with him. I'm not finna send him no bullshit and something that's not no second pick. He knew from off the top that it's out of those 2. So anyway, he goes, I go and get the other dog's ears cropped. I take half the litter with me because I didn't have a lot of room. I didn't want to have a lot of the puppies over here. I was only going to take the ones that were getting cropped so I don't have to worry about the other dogs. I only had a small amount of number to worry about with their, the issues with having dogs' ears cropped and everything. So then I informed him that. That's why I wasn't updating those other pictures. Only the ones that were getting updated were the ones that I had in my possession. Those were the dogs with the ears cropped. So anyway, he's kind of nagging me about the other thing, going back and forth, and he's saying, well, maybe you wanted the blue girl. Finally, I told him, I said, you can have the blue girl, but you need to pay me for the ear crop. Because I told her, like, man, truthfully, I'll be able to sell the champagne one even easier. Because, we all know champagnes and tries are hot right now. But whatever, he was like, well, I guess I'll just stick with the champagne. I'm like, all right, it's all good. Then he was still nagging, whatever. I told him, like, I'm not going to drive a 2-hour round trip right now just to go and get you a picture when you already made the pick. And just to go get you an updated pick. And the dog's already at 8 weeks now. I'm like, basically you made your pick, but you got an option. If you want to take this blue girl, which is still a bad bitch, you can have her. I'm willing to do that. That's no problem. But, he still was, I said, you know what? Well, if you're iffy about both of them or whatever, I said, I'll sell them. You were asking for $2,500. I said, I'll give you $1,500. I'll sell for whatever I sell. I'll give you $1,500. So you get a majority of your money back. You can still have the DT, stud. And we can still do some other shit. No problem. He wasn't happy with that. He's like, nah, well, I'm cool with the champagne. So, all right, you cool with the champagne. Now another week goes by. I've been telling, I told him I wanted the pups going right at 8 weeks because I had somebody else helping them. And I was paying, weekly and everything. But whatever, that's my business. So now it's 10 weeks. This is when Anthony from Bully Boy was getting his, the white male. I go out of town to go pick him up, and I'm like, hey, you need to pay Tim so I could drop this dog off, drop the white male, and your champagne bitch off with him so you could get it. He told me he didn't have the money. Something went wrong at his house. This, and that. He didn't have the money, so he couldn't do it right now. That was on March 21st. I never heard from him ever again until April 21st, the day I posted updated pic when I went and got the girl from my fam's house and brought it over to my house, and I posted up a new pic of her. Then he hit me up with that bullshit like, oh, I've been meaning to talk to you. I've been meaning, how far do you live from Rollo? This, and that. And that's when I said, oh, the pup's gone, bro. Because I was done dealing with him. He never hit me up again. I done bent over backwards. I tried to make him happy. I offered him anything he had an issue with. I offered him another option. So, end of the story, he got his straws. He could do what he want. All the other shit, that's some bullshit. That's some bitch shit. Whatever. If he got a real issue, he could holler at me another way. And I just wanted to let everybody know my side, because ain't nobody trying to do nobody wrong, and I didn't do that boy wrong at all. The dude was just acting and asking for way too much shit. He's been around dogs long enough. He knows how it go. That's some bullshit.